Hi guys, I'm Jessica and I'm going to take you through a quick 5-minute beginner core. So no matter what stage you're at, no matter what age you're at, you can do this core work. It's going to take you 5 minutes and you shouldn't have any neck or lower back pain. And let's go. So we're going to start on our backs. Lift your legs straight up. Okay, you can do one leg at a time and then hands behind the head. When you're training your core, you want to think about not arching the lower back too much, okay? So think about engaging your deepest layer of core, your transverse abdominis, by keeping some, I don't want to say pressure, but contact between the lower back and the floor. Think about tucking your ribs down toward the pelvis, hands behind the head. We're going to exhale to come up. As you crunch up, think about those ribs closing toward the pelvis, okay? And also think about closing the abs in and up, or in this case, down toward the spine. So we're gonna do about 10 to 12 of this legs up crunch. You're not pulling your head with your arms, okay? You're just supporting your neck, so it's a really light support. And you also don't want to reach your head forward too much, but you can think about peeling the shoulder blades off the floor. Okay, lower your legs down for a second, step your feet wide, and just windshield wiper the legs. So you're gonna drop the knees to one side, and then to the other. And then next we're gonna move into the single leg stretch. So bring your legs up to tabletop, curl the shoulder blades off the floor, take opposite hand on opposite knee, and then the other hand will be on the ankle. Extend the other leg long, and you're just gonna switch, breathing. You wanna, again, keep the lower back in contact with the floor. So keep the feet maybe a little bit higher if you do feel an arch creeping in there. And if you start to feel your neck, just keep going with the legs and support that head. Okay, if your neck is overworking, you're not gonna work the abs the same way. So give yourself that support so that you're teaching the right muscles to do the work. Okay, we can lower that down. This next one I love, and I'm gonna give you a modification. So this one's called the karate chop crunch. Bring your legs up to 90 degrees. Again, you're gonna try to think about lower back in contact with the floor. Okay, crunch up, hands behind the head. Extend one leg to 45, and then chop opposite arm to the outside of opposite knee. Come back in the middle. Exhale to switch sides. Think about your abs really working to extend that leg. Okay, you're still keeping contact with the lower back and the floor. You might start to feel a little bit of an ab burn here. You're getting your obliques, okay, so your waist muscles. Pelvis is very stable. Your modification is just to keep the feet down and chop to the outside of opposite knee. So one hand supports the head. If you think about pressure between the hand and the head, you may actually feel your abs engage more. So you can think about the head pressing into the hand and vice versa. Okay, and then we're gonna flip over and go into a plank. So your modification is to do this on the knees. I like palms faced up, okay? So you can't squeeze your hands, you have to squeeze your core. So palms up, extend one leg back at a time. Think about abs in and up. Okay, so abs always drawing toward the spine, tucking the rib cage toward the pelvis, and take some breaths here. Do a little scan that you're not hoarding tension anywhere else, like your jaw. So jaw's soft. Your shoulders need to be working here, but try to keep them a little bit soft so they don't overwork. And then the modification is you can just lower those knees and lift the feet up, but make sure that you're not in a box, right? Or the hips are not lifted too high. You want to be in somewhat of a straight line from the shoulders to the knees. So breathe, keep drawing the navel up. Think about the ribs pulling toward the pelvis and vice versa. And you're all done. Good job.